All right, here's a good one. And this is a question I really love asking everybody who I do interviews with. If you were going to give someone advice who wants to work in IT, what advice would you give them?
So if you were going to give someone IT or advice about working in IT, I would say just be prepared to keep learning. I'm sure you already know, or you soon will find out, that it is just an evolution of technology. So you have to stay relevant, and by continuing your education, that's how that's going to happen. Just persevere and remember that if it were easy, everybody would be doing it, because we all face challenges and sometimes it can be annoying and you might want to bang your head on the wall, but it'll be another day tomorrow, and you just got to kind of remember that and just keep going, chugging along.
Awesome. It's perfect. Question 5. I always talk about passion and IT being like intertwined. What, if any, passion do you have towards IT, and why, if any reason, would that be important?
So I definitely have passion for IT. I told you from a young age, I was always intrigued by electronics and just really, I guess, the curiosity of how things work, why they work. I think with anything in life, regardless if it's a career, a relationship, a city in which you live, if you're not happy, if you're not passionate about it, then you're wasting your time. So you got to love what you do, or it's gonna be miserable for you.
Yeah. Now, I want to add to this a little bit, if
Okay.
I can, because people kind of like to not necessarily argue with that, with the passion thing, but a lot with the IT career questions channel, they want to get in IT, right? And I say, well, be passionate about something. Be passionate about IT, or be passionate about whatever you want to get into. And they're like, well, it's a career. It's just a career. And at that point in their life, when they're looking in which way they want to go, they kind of have a choice. They're at that point where they're making a choice in which way they want to go with their lives. So, would you kind of agree that people have a choice with their lives at an early age to go one way or another, or do you feel sometimes working in IT, that's not something for everybody, and
No, it's not for everyone.
that's
And I know, okay, so I do believe there are paths in life, and I do believe there are situations like serendipity. Honestly, I feel like I was a product of serendipity at times, just being in the right place at the right time. But also, you have to want to be at the right place at the right time, because if you're putting yourself out there, you're networking, you're getting with like-minded individuals that have the same interests with you, and that's where the passion comes in. Because if I weren't working at ITProTV, I would be working somewhere else in IT, and that's because that's what I like doing. And if I didn't have a job, if I was unemployed, I would probably be playing on my computer somewhere at home or whatever. So there are other paths of least resistance, especially I think for women, sometimes it's easier to advance in other fields, but just because there's less resistance in other fields, it might not always be the right path for you. You might need to just kind of stick it out. But it really comes down to being happy. And if you're not happy, if you're in it for the wrong reasons, let's say the money is what's really motivating you. If you understand your motivating factors and you're okay with that, then that's fine. But I feel like eventually people will burn out if they don't have genuine passion.
awesome. That's perfect. Thank you.